name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about love. We've got the romance card coming out from the Fairy Godmother Oracle, and we've got kind of like a Knight of Cups energy in the foreground, somebody who is traveling to, I think, express how they really feel for someone. Does not necessarily mean that this is someone who has to travel a long distance to get to you, but it could also mean that this has been a long time coming, right? Maybe they've been working up to this moment, trying to work on things so that they could have this conversation with you. But let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day so far. Hey, famous Seamus, what's going on? If you would like a personal reading, my email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is the link to become a member of the channel. We do, in about an hour, have a members only live stream for those of you that join. Hey, James, how are you? Hello, Gigi. Hello, Shim. I hope you're having a good day. All right, we're going to dive in with the situations deck and see what else we get for you. Yeah. So I was already kind of picking up on this being a bit of a long road. Now that could mean for both of you, right? This could be a long time coming because both of you have been spending a lot of time working on yourself, or because things just haven't really worked out between you and this person until now, or didn't really feel like the right thing to go for. I feel like for the majority of you though, this is about having gone through the things you needed to have a better understanding of what you want in your life, the type of people that deserve to be in that like small social circle of yours, or deserve to be in that partner, like romantic partner spot. So you may have been working to cut out some negative energy. You may have been meeting some new people. I do feel like you had a temptation. It looks to me as though you have turned someone down that you were attracted to and you probably could have had quite the little fling with, but you didn't take them seriously. And I don't know if they took you seriously. But they might be a little bit stressing right now because you might be a tough act to follow. They might be comparing new people to you, but I feel like this is someone you walked away from or did not get to know as well as you might have had you been younger, because you kind of knew what to expect with that. Hello, Rainbow Warrior. How are you? Hey, Jim. How's it going? This is the Marigold Tarot. Knight of Cups. I told you it had that Knight of Cups energy right here, our first card. So now we've got the Knight of Cups from the Marigold Tarot. Someone who has some concerns over expressing. I mean, to be honest, this feels to me like they put you on a little bit of a pedestal. They view you as the Empress. Keep in mind, it does not matter what your gender is. This is more so talking about the fact that you have shown this person unconditional love. You were protective or nurturing towards this person, and that's something they haven't really found anywhere else. There's a connection here where they had trust for you, and that's not really a common occurrence for this individual. Thank you, Gigi. Hey, Nick, how are you doing? Hello, Lonely. We've got 3 of Wands in the reverse and the 6 of Swords. This person from your past who views you as like a missed opportunity did not expect you to up and leave. This person may feel like they're kind of like hot-ish. They might feel like everybody is into them. They might have a little bit of arrogance or ego. They might be especially attractive or feel that they are. They did not think you were going to be like, okay, well, that's all, bye. Whether it's you didn't go on a date, or you didn't go on a second date, or you didn't really care to let things escalate in a physical intimacy way, You basically said we could be friends or we could be like nothing, but I'm not interested in what you have to offer because it's not very much. Hey Amber, how are you doing? And save man, woman, peace. If you want to be negative, I will block you from my channel. But I do welcome you to glean some sort of message from this, even if you want to be a little judgmental about it. 10 of rings or 10 of pentacles in the reverse. And the Hanged Man. Now that time has passed, I realize that I put you in a situation where I made you feel like an option, and you really weren't. You were better than anything I had encountered. I felt differently for you than I did for others. And now I have a different perspective, right? Because the Hangman is actually hanging upside down. They see now that it was a missed opportunity or a big fumble on their part to not try to treat you the way you deserve to be treated and pursue something serious. So, what else do we have? How's it going, Amber? Hello, Freestyler. Thank you, James. Oh, I wish you the best. We've got 6 of Wands and the 4 of Swords in the reverse. While this admirer of yours that you may have rejected feels like things are going well for them in their life regarding success, finances, or career, maybe even just like reputation, they feel like they can't get over you. 4 of Swords in the reverse. When they're alone, this person struggles to like avoid thinking about you, right? Ah, from the Netherlands? That's awesome. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Brendan. How are you? How's Ireland? I've always wanted to go to Ireland. Hello, Shadowy. Hello, Dave. How are you? Hello, Key Controller. The Sun in the reverse and the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. This person's a little depressed, okay? They didn't expect to catch feelings. They didn't expect to encounter someone like you. They didn't expect to crave your presence or your company, but that's where they're at. And yet, if they think about coming back around or starting up a conversation with you, they get a little bit nervous because there's this assumption that there would be an argument or that you would reject them. I'm glad to hear that, Brendan. We're gonna just put you on a little time out there. Got some interesting comments, but I don't know if they're really a good influence for the chilling. Hello, what's going on, Johnny? How are you doing? You sending me a Dr. Pepper? Justice. You have delivered karma to this individual who was overly confident they could keep you kind of stuck but not really commit to you, because this was someone who was tempting to you. You did find this person attractive, but when they started playing games, when you started noticing their behavior and how they were maybe being a little bit shady, a little bit shifty, you're like, that's cool. I've like already dealt with this kind of energy and I don't really feel like I want to do any more of that. So I think I'll just be on my way. So you walked away. Hello, Pratibimba? I hope I said that right. I'm so excited for you, Dave. Lenormand, there would be a D on the end, just so you know. Hello, Santos. How are you doing? Hello, Carrie. I am. Thank you, John. Johnny, sorry. We've got the 7 of Swords. King of Cups, and the Hermit. So their disingenuous approach to dating you or getting to know you made you feel like it was probably for the best if you decided to excuse yourself from the table or pursue something else. Now, that sense of rejection or leaving them wanting more has had an unpredictable impact on them. In other words, it kind of feels like you gave them a little bit of a taste of their own medicine unknowingly. You were using your boundaries, you were using discernment. You didn't want to get caught up in something that was, I don't know, not reciprocal. So you walked away, but that ended up doing a very similar thing to them that they had done to others. So there might be a little bit of obsessive energy, sitting here wondering, like, will you ever give me another chance, or will I ever see you again? Hello, Blaine. How are you doing? Hello, Francis. We've got the Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Your decisive energy, your ability to pick up and move forward, oh, thank you so much, James, is really powerful. So I want you to remember that I think we've all heard rejection is protection. But when you choose to walk away from something that may have, in a different time in your life, caused you to be kind of stuck in a connection that wasn't right for you, you're demonstrating that lesson has been learned. That's exactly what you did here. You realized this was something that in the past I had actually gotten stuck. I had, struggled to realize that I couldn't change or fix that situation, that I couldn't change my perception. It's just like not interesting to you. It's not inviting because you have these clear memories of what it's like to be in a relationship with somebody that doesn't give their all or makes you feel like an option. So your blindfold is no longer blocking your vision. You know you want a new energy. So many of you are at the point where you're like, if you're for my best, like, leave me alone. I don't want to hear from you. I have zero to say. Like, I have moved on. And the universe is proud of you because that's what you needed to do. This is the Black Tarot. Hello, Ricky. How are you doing? Hello, Tarot by Nature. Oh, you guys are sweet. Four of Cups again. Where did we just have that? I feel like it was towards the beginning. Is it right here? Look, we've got someone who didn't expect you to reject them. They did not expect you to walk away. They're quite accustomed to being the person that's like, okay, so you're obsessed with me. That's cool, but like, I think I'm gonna walk away now. They're used to being the ghoster, the person who ends things, the person who doesn't catch feelings, right? That's awesome. Thank you. Hello, Empress. How's it going? Hello, Peggy. Oh, that's perfect. We've got Page of Cups in the reverse and Eight of Spears, or the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting because that's clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. So that's progression, right? You have leveled up in your love life because you are no longer interested in promises. You're no longer interested in potential. You want to know what people are actually capable of right now. You want to know what their energy or character is right now. We don't need to be dating in the future, right? We're dating right now. So I feel like this is why you decided to go on your own, go your own way, and not deal with this kind of player energy. Some of you chose to focus on your work instead, and that was actually kind of confusing for this person. There are definitely Individuals who find it difficult to believe that some people don't have to be in a relationship all the time or talking to someone all the time, that some people are content to just be on their own for a bit. So I think whoever you've rejected or walked away from, this would be somebody who always keeps somebody on the back burner, always has somebody to entertain them, always has somebody maybe to call at 1 a.m. No, Dave, it's the same. See, there's the Wicked Wand sign. It's just, I'm using my phone instead. Hello, Aditya, how are you doing? So we've got the 9 of Swords in the reverse, 7 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. So you've defended your honor. You have defended your heart. You have seen through somebody's illusion. You have proven that your discernment can keep you from pursuing or entertaining people that would like to break your heart. So the universe is like, okay, I think we got a live one here. We got somebody who knows what they're doing. They're interested in real love. They're not falling for that, you know, BS or the mind games. So let's send them a real love. Soulmate. Hello, Cher Bear. How are you doing? Oh, thank you, Matt. Hello, Brianna. How are you doing? I do offer personal readings. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. And I will let you know in readings like this whether or not I will do personal questions, but not today. We've got 2 of Cups in the reverse, Judgment, 5 of Swords, and the Moon. So because you were dealing with an individual that was often a proponent of self-sabotage or would often manipulate the facts or the details to try to make themselves look a little different or better, because you didn't feel like you could trust this person, you kept it moving, right? You were like, nah, you know what? This reminds me of an ex, and I don't think that's a good thing. So this person is hung up on you. They can't get over you, but you're looking forward to a new love or another connection or just time by yourself, right? I see you basically deciding you have to be cooler than me. If I can hang out with myself and be fully entertained and super happy and have way less drama, then like you have to be more fun to hang out with than just being by myself. Good luck, because that's not easy. Yeah, exactly, Matt. Hello, Jonathan. How are you doing? Page of Cups, Justice in the reverse. This love offer wouldn't have been enough, wouldn't have aligned with what you were looking for. You wanted a connection that would lead to a long-term relationship, exclusivity, maybe moving in, getting married, all of that. And this person was sending signals they weren't interested in that. So you defended yourself, you've set off on a new course. You're not like checking your phone trying to see if they texted you or looking up their social media because you genuinely aren't interested. Hey Tyrone, how are you? Hello Galaxy King, what's happening? So this is a beautiful depiction of what happened. You have ended a cycle, 10 of Swords. Sometimes we look at this and we think that's like a bad card because it can talk about endings, it can talk about betrayal. But this is saying you're done. You're done with that cycle. You've learned what you needed to do. Remember, swords are associated with air signs or intelligence. You get it now. You can discern whether or not to deal with somebody. So this 4 of Wands, this is a milestone. You leveling up in your love life, but it's also a card that talks about engagement or marriage. So for those of you that are looking for that level of commitment, that's what is coming your way. This is the Romance Angel Oracle. Hello, Echo. Oh, I hope you have a better day, Esmeralda. heart-to-heart conversations, and finances and career. Yeah, so we had somebody focusing on Eight of Pentacles, right? Eight of Spheres. If I don't have somebody that's worth my time, then I will focus on the pursuits that are important to me. I can focus on myself, I can focus on my work. And when I have a conversation that makes it clear I'm dealing with somebody who has also gone through healing, also prioritized the important things in life, like, you know, learning, accountability, challenging yourself, personal growth, then I will consider a love offer, but not until I see that energy. Hello, Sky. How are you doing? So we have somebody here that is worth waiting for, somebody that does check those boxes for you, does have the, I would say, a similar perspective on life. There may still be some differences where you can kind of enlighten each other or enjoy the fact that you have some subtle differences. But this is somebody who has a similar approach to love. They don't want to mess with anything that seems like a waste of their time. They're looking for a soulmate or a real love connection. Thank you, Peggy. Hello, Tazib. How are you doing? Hello, Divine Empathic. How you doing? This is the Golden Girls. Queen of Wands and the Six of Cups in the reverse. There's something about your energy. It's like moths to a flame. And you might kind of even chuckle or like hate this, but you have beautiful healing energy that draws people who like to use other people. So I don't know if you just like constantly have to have like a fly swatter at your side, just like, but you draw them in, okay? Because you do know how to love, because you do offer that unconditional love. Maybe some of them can smell it, okay? But you have had to learn that that fly swatter, or like, you know, a giant sunflower, is super important to maintaining your peace and serenity, your happiness, because you're not supposed to be giving your energy out to all those individuals who just want to use you or just want to get by off your energy, right? So we have Devil in the reverse because you have moved away from that. You have cleared out that negative energy. Hey, dude, how are you doing? Cast iron fan. I like it, Sky. Hey, Larry, how's it going? So we've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Look, some people have been observing you and they think you're mean. Boo-hoo. Now, maybe some of you actually do take it a little bit too far, but what I'm picking up on is people are mad at you for having boundaries because you're not interested in being anybody's doormat. And if people want to be upset or disappointed in you for not being a doormat, I give you full permission to not give a flying, okay? Because this is people being mad at you for not being willing to just do whatever they tell you or not being susceptible to their games. And I don't think you should care about that. Why won't you let me play games? Why won't you let me manipulate you? That's so mean of you. Sit down. We got Seven of Cups in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse. Oh, come on. How come you see through all my illusions? It's so mean of you. Maybe you need better illusions. Maybe you need to pick people who aren't so perceptive. You could get all sassy with it, but honestly, the biggest flex was just the fact that they couldn't even mess with you. So like, you kind of shook them a little bit. You shook them up. They're like, but I thought I was special. I thought everyone was obsessed with me. Oh, boo. What can I do to get you to be obsessed with me again? And I'm going to tell you right now, it's more than one person. The most recent one, for sure. But you got somebody that's worth waiting for that's showing up. And the people who have been rejected by you, or at least the most recent one who seems to struggle to get over you, they're going to have some access, or they're going to find out in some way, exactly, that you got somebody who's actually treating you the way you deserve to be treated. that somebody is showing you the respect and understanding your boundaries and approaching you in a way that makes it clear they value their time with you and they want to be a good partner towards you. Queen of Pentacles. So you're on the path to a committed relationship if you are not already there. And there are people from your past who are not pleased. King of Swords in the reverse. Page of Cups, Eight of Cups in the reverse. So, in other words, you've got new love coming your way. Some of you may have already met this person. Some of you are already starting to question if this is your soulmate because it feels right. It feels like this is the type of energy you've been looking for. But just when you have that, thank you so much, Johnny. You have people from your past, King of Swords in the reverse, Page of Cups, Eight of Cups in the reverse. They're coming back around to make you a false offer. So a lot of times when you upgrade or elevate, ascend with regards to your love life, you're going to have a little bit of a test. And it's almost always somebody from your past coming back around to try to, I would say in most cases, pretend that they've healed what they needed to. But let's be honest with ourselves. Most of the time, these are individuals who are threatened because they feel like they will lose you forever if they don't find some way to convince you they'll do finally what you've been asking them to do for a long time. But hey, if you had 6 months, 6 years, like why didn't you do it then? It's like when a job offers you that promotion or that raise after you put in your 2 weeks notice when they had months to do it before, but they didn't feel like it was necessary to keep you. If you show me that you're okay with losing me, then you already lost me. You know what I mean? Hey, Barbara, how are you doing? What else do we have? Forgiveness. Forgiving will benefit this relationship. So this energy from your past that could be comprised of multiple exes that you are for sure, it's like you're packing it up in a trunk and like putting it in a storage unit. You're like, I'm good. I've addressed it. I've let go. I forgive you. Make sure you have, because that's an important part of leveling up and getting into that next chapter of your life as far as romance. It lets go of that tendency to deal with people who were emotionally manipulative, people who didn't want to show you the love that you gave them or that you deserve. Thank you, Barbara. At this point, I feel like you could clock people wearing masks and pretending to be someone else from like, I don't know, 10 miles away. That doesn't smell right. That person's lying right there. I could tell. So believe in your intuition. Believe in your discernment, okay? Not everyone's going to see what you see. Not everyone's going to agree with you when you see what you see. And you got to be able to self-monitor and make sure that you're not letting any kind of prejudice or any kind of, that's how I want it to be, influence it. But I will tell you right now, when you realize that someone is not giving you that red flag energy or alerting you that maybe they're manipulative, trust in that. Because I think your biggest potential flaw is assuming that everyone has that energy at some point. We've got to be able to also realize that that discernment is meant to guide us where there are people that have trustworthy characteristics, right? People we can actually be friends with, people we can actually love. Because there's someone here who's trustworthy. You just had to push away that energy that was clearly always going to be on a different page. They were not like moving towards the same goals as you. All right, let's see what else we've got. This is the Energy Oracle. Hi, Claire. How are you doing? Hey, Illuminati. Hello, NorCal. Attachment. Door to Spirit. So this might come across a little bit like dare I say preachy, you have gone through some real dark times, my friend. And I think there were times where you're like, really? Have I not gone through enough? Have I not dealt with this kind of energy before enough? Like, do I really need to deal with another person that lies to me or betrays me? The thing is, you have been able to let go of this attachment. For some of you, there was a generational curse. For others of you, there was a twin flame journey that caused some distractions or obstacles on your path. But there was, for anyone this reading resonates, something that was an attachment, a mother wound, an issue with an ex, something that you have addressed. And that's why we have door to spirit. And that's also why your intuition and your discernment is through the roof. It's improved because you see things the way they really are instead of I see things the way I want them to. Because that, my friend, is weakness. Convincing yourself that reality is what you want because you don't want to do the work to get where you want to be is weakness. We had strength come out because you are actually moving towards where you need to go. I think we also had the devil in the reverse because you're not giving in to temptation, right? Yes, that's correct. Is it Dia? Oh, I love this. I'm getting chills over here. So we've got the Magician and the Mirror. My friend, you have gone through a difficult time because you understand things at a deeper level than you would have been able to if everything was easy peasy. You can relate to others. You can understand the intricacies of relationships, connections, dreams, failures, because you have walked a difficult path. It also means you have kind of like insight into your own energy in a way that many people lack. You understand how to draw from the masculine energy or the feminine energy within you. Notice he has it's like icy color, fiery color. This magician knows how to leverage their own energy, but also how to mirror energy back to other people. Alchemy would be an important term for you. If people send you negative energy, you can alchemize that and turn it into success or money. So, I don't know if you already knew that or not, but get it, girl. Hello, is it Sajna? How are you doing? All right, one more from the energy oracle. You got the storm warning card. There is something that is going to happen, and I feel like it's because there are people who feel threatened or frustrated that if you move on to somebody else, they will literally never be able to get your attention again or meet somebody like you. We might have some pretty possessive energy or jealous energy. And if there's some sort of social media post or notification that lets them in on the fact that there's somebody treating you right, they might go a little crazy. I agree, dude. So this person from your past was hiding their emotions and feelings for you. That's part of the reason you felt it was a good call to keep it moving because you've dealt with that before. If you can't embrace the emotions and feelings that you have and like express them, then that indicates other issues that we might have down the line, right? How are you going to talk about anger if you can't even talk about love? You loved me when I didn't deserve it. I regret playing games with your heart. I don't know. So yeah, you broke up with this person. We have breakup and separation. They feel like you broke their heart even though they were the ones who played games. I wish I had chosen you. This person from your past feels like they can, in a way, kind of put like spells on people with physical intimacy. So maybe they just really feel like they're that good. Maybe they are, I don't know. It kind of feels like maybe it's just arrogance. But we also have somebody that likes to know what you're getting into. So even if you don't think this person from your past would be able to find out that you're entertaining someone new, you might be underestimating their powers of investigation. This time, I promise you my actions will match my words. What if I can't hear your words? What if I blocked you? Oh, yeah, if I blocked you and I can't hear any of your words or read any of your words, then you also can't do anything, right? That's what we're going for. Hello, Bismarck. How are you doing? Hello, the Lotus. What's going on? Marriage proposal. This person may end up hearing that you're getting married and get a bit frustrated and impulsively make a move towards you or try to make an offer of their own. They're hearing that you're actually interested in someone else and it's like gutting them. They're like, but have you seen me? Like, how could you not choose me? They think the most attractive thing about them is their exterior, and that is the problem. If you got nothing beautiful to offer in here, then you really become just like a whole lot less attractive. Practice forgiveness. Yeah, I told you, I feel like you blocked this person or you're about to block them. And again, for many of you, you've got more than one person who views you as the person that got away, the one that, you know, they would move mountains to be with. If you have consistently forgiven the people of your past who did not love you the way you deserve to be loved, that makes it that much easier for you to find the love connection that does meet you on the level that you're on. Hello, Danilo. How are you doing? At 333, I like it. So there is somebody who does not feel worthy of your forgiveness. And for some of you, you may feel that they don't deserve your forgiveness. But I would ask you if you deserve to carry that burden with you going forward. You don't. We forgive people not just because they shouldn't have to deal with it, but because you shouldn't have to deal with it. Because you don't need to have that cord tying you to your past that could make it difficult for you to connect with your soulmate the way you should. So forgive and let go. I do feel like the majority of you have already done that. So we have Justice and Manifestor. All this work that you've been doing to heal from these past betrayals or relationships that were a little bit of a waste. Hey, Becca, how are you doing? All that work has enabled you to be one of the most powerful manifestation energies around. And that's why you're drawing in your soulmate or that love that you've been looking for, the love from somebody who would treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. It's going to put all these people to shame and they're going to be like, oh, I should have treated you that way. Ooh, sorry, I'm kind of mean. All right. Hey, Kelly girl, how are you doing? Hello, Mr. Tams. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the tips. Y'all are awesome. And thank you for the likes and the subscribes. It means a ton to me. I will see you on the next